They never see this. They see the plates. They see the smiles. They see the service. What they don't see is the emotional labor happening underneath it all. And over time, that unseen work is what wears servers down. The emotional labor guests never see starts long before anything goes wrong. It starts with the smile you put on when you are already tired. The calm tone you choose even when your energy is running low. From the outside, it looks like service. From the inside, it is restraint. And if you have ever worked a shift, you already know this part of the job is never written down, but it wears you down over time. Section 1. What emotional labor looks like on the floor. Emotional labor is not about being friendly. It is about managing how you respond, no matter what is happening around you. It looks like staying patient when a guest changes their mind multiple times. It looks like keeping your voice steady when someone is clearly frustrated. It looks like apologizing for things you did not cause. And doing all of that while continuing to serve every other table in your section. This work happens quietly. And because it is quiet, it is often invisible. Section 2. Why it builds over a shift. Early in a shift, emotional labor feels manageable. You still have patience in reserve. But as the hours pass, every interaction stacks on top of the last one. Small moments that would not bother you earlier start to feel heavier. Not because guests are worse, but because your capacity is lower. By the end of a long shift, you are not just tired physically. You are emotionally spent. And that changes how moments land. Section 3. Why guests rarely notice it. Most guests only see one table or interaction. One single moment in time. Servers experience dozens of interactions continuously. Guests see service as a single experience. Servers live it as a continuous flow of decisions, adjustments, and emotional regulation. This difference in perspective is not malicious. It is simply invisible. And emotional labor exists in that invisibility. Section 4. Why certain moments hit harder late in the shift. There are moments that feel heavier near the end of a shift. Not because they are unreasonable on their own, but because of when they happen. Requests that feel manageable earlier can feel overwhelming later. Not due to attitude, but due to accumulation. By closing time, you are managing service while also winding down an entire operation. That overlap is where emotional labor peaks. Section 5. Why this wears people down over time. Most people do not leave hospitality because of one bad table. They leave because of repetition. The constant expectation to absorb tension politely. To reset emotionally without acknowledgement. To carry stress without pause. Over time, this creates burnout. Not dramatic burnout. Quiet burnout. The kind that builds slowly until the job no longer feels sustainable. Section 6. Naming it matters. Talking about emotional labor is not about complaining. It is about clarity. It is about understanding why certain days feel heavier than others. And why experience does not always make the work easier, just quieter. When something is named, it becomes easier to manage. And easier to share. If you have worked in hospitality, you know exactly what this feels like. What is a moment that stayed with you, not because it was dramatic, but because it quietly took something out of you? Share it in the comments. Read a few others too. You will quickly see how shared these experiences really are. If you have ever worked a shift, this space is for you. Welcome to the server section and thanks for watching.